everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't uploaded a new video in such a long time, but I'm finally back. Yay! So in today's video, I'm going to review two of the new Fenty Beauty products. Originally, I wanted to review the whole line, but then I realized I'm a broke college student, so I was like, okay, Adi, snap back to reality. So I'm only going to review two of the products for you. I'm reviewing the foundation alongside the Killawatt palette. I thought that this palette would suit my skin tone the best, and I'm going to be reviewing the foundation in shade 270. I hope it's my color. And yeah, I guess I'll talk a little bit more about what the products are and how they work. So I'm going to go ahead and read off the Sephora website. It has a medium coverage. It suits sensitive, normal, dry, combination, and oily skin. So that's a plus. It'll fit everyone's skin type. It has a matte finish. And it's a soft, matte, long wear foundation with buildable medium to full coverage in a boundary breaking range of shades. So that's what I really enjoyed about this new line, that it carries so many shades. Especially for me, I always have such a hard time looking for foundations that fit my skin tone, and I really hope this one will fit me. If not, I can just purchase one of the other 40 shades available to me. So yeah, I'm super excited to try this product out. So the next product is a Killawatt Freestyle Highlighter. I have the shade Girl Next Door and Chic Phreak. It retails for $34, and I did forget to mention that the foundation also retails for $34, which is pretty reasonable compared to other high-end foundations. And so this is basically a highlighter. You know what highlighters do? They make your skin pop. Now that we know a little bit more about the products that I have, I'm going to try them on and let you know what I think about them. Starting with the foundation, I'm using shade 270. And I was color matched at the Sephora that I purchased the foundation. And I think the packaging of this line is super cute, super like grungy. I like that. Okay. And ooh, this is the first time I opened this, and like I've had it sitting down on my dresser for the longest time. My vanity, whatever you want to call it. So for the aesthetics of this foundation, it's actually so nice. I really like the way it feels and looks. It looks so luxurious. It does contain 1.8 fluid ounces, and it's pretty good for $34. So the only thing I have on my face right now are my brows, which I use the Anastasia Dip Brow and Brow Wiz in medium brown, and I moisturize using the Garnier Skin Active Moisture Rescue to moisturize. I didn't prime because I wanted to see the full coverage and the finish of this foundation, and most of the primers that I own are a matte finish, so I didn't want to disrupt the finish of this foundation or the way it wears. So I'm going to go ahead and start, and I'm going to pump 2 pumps because that's what I usually use for one side of my face. So that's 1, 2. It's a pretty runny foundation, pretty liquidy, and if I need more, I'll go ahead and pump some more on the back of my hand. Another thing I did want to mention is that I do have a little spots here and there, and I'm embarrassed about them, but it's normal, it's fine. So, and I was thinking about covering them, but then I realized I'm doing a foundation review. Might as well just keep them there, just keep them as this red that I have them right now, and see how much the foundation covers them, and see if it even covers. So starting with a beauty blender, I'm going to go ahead and start with the back of it with a little bud, and there's the foundation, and I'm going to go ahead and start on this side. With just 2 pumps on the sponge, it has covered quite a bit. So that was 2 pumps of the foundation on my damp beauty blender, and I did feel like the beauty blenders did soak up a lot of the product, which is pretty common, but it did cover quite well. I could still see redness around my nose, Like, I could still see some of my skin peeking through, but overall it does not look bad. And disclosure, sorry about my under eyes. I have been sleep deprived because I've been studying so much. But in reality, I'm just watching YouTube videos. I'm going to use 2 more pumps on my Expert Face Brush from Real Techniques. This is my favorite foundation buffer brush. I do have another Real Techniques brush, but it's dirty. So yeah, I'm going to pump 2 more pumps and see how far it goes. So that's 1, 2. So I could totally tell right off the bat that this has more coverage with the brush. And you can totally tell that the foundation has already started to oxidize. And then I'm gonna start buffing. So comparing both applications, I like the way that Beauty Blender applied to the foundation better. But this side does have more coverage, which is the brush. And I'm not really a fan of full coverage. I just like my foundations to have an even color, but doesn't look bad. You can still see my skin peeking through. I mean, this is just a light layer, and it did just mute the color on my nose of this little friend that I have here, and you could still see my blemishes peeking through, which is completely fine because I can use concealer to cover that up. So this is definitely not a full coverage right off the bat, but I'm going to go ahead and use more foundation with the brush since that gave me more coverage, and see if it's buildable. So you could totally tell that the foundation did oxidize since the first pump is a lot darker and this is a lot lighter, but I actually don't mind if a foundation oxidizes a bit because I feel like it's workable. If a foundation does oxidize on me, I like to use either a shade or 2 lighter than my natural skin color, and that will even out the color. So that's a little tip for you. So I'm going to place this on my brush and see if the foundation is buildable. So this foundation does set pretty fast, so you do have to work pretty quickly. I'm having a little more trouble. So my first impression of this foundation is that I really like it. I give it a thumbs up as of now. It's sitting really well on my skin. I'm hoping that it doesn't clog around my nose area. I do regret waiting too long to put that second layer because I feel like it did like cake up a little bit, but I think that was my fault. It does set pretty quick, so do keep that in mind. You can still see that my skin is peeking through a little bit, which I enjoy. You can still see a little bit of my redness up here, and you can still see a natural glow coming through the foundation, so I really like that. I'm gonna go ahead and conceal. I'm gonna conceal under my eyes to erase these under eye bags that I've been suffering from, and for that I'm going to use 2 of my favorite concealers. I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Conceal. I should really get a new one. I'm running low on this one in the shade medium, alongside my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade medium honey. I'm going to do this off camera. So now that I removed these under eye bags that I've been dealing with for not sleeping enough, I'm going to try the Killawatt palette. It looks like this. It's so pretty. It's so nice. I feel like it'll complement my skin tone so good. I do like that it comes with a mirror, and I have the shades Girl Next Door and Chic Phreak. Using a Morphe M438, I'm going to use the shade Chic Phreak as a highlight. So this is a pretty good brush. I like it for my under eyes, but I really want my highlight to pop, so I'm just gonna use this brush and see how it goes. Ooh. I did forget to mention that I did not set the foundation. I completely forgot. Oops. So I didn't want to mess with the foundation. The only thing I did set was my under eyes with a Laura Mercier, also my eyelids, and I didn't mention that the foundation does feel a little tacky. It does have a little bit of transfer. I just don't want to mess with the integrity of the foundation, and I just want to leave it as is. I mean, everyone does their reviews different, and this is my first, so I'm learning as I go. This is so pretty. It's such a natural buildable highlight. I'm just gonna bring it up to my brow bone and give it that C shape. I really like the packaging of this palette. The bad thing is that it does get a little dirty. I mean, you can already see all my fingerprints and like foundation prints there, but it's fine. And using a Morphe M170 brush, I'm going to apply the Chic Phreak on my tear duct. So after having the foundation on for quite a while, I actually don't know when I started filming, but I really like the way it looks on my skin. It looks so natural. I don't think it has a matte finish. I feel like it has a more like a velvet, no, like a soft matte finish. It's not completely matte because I can still see my natural glowiness from beneath, which I think the Garnier Moisture Rescue cream helps my skin look more glowy and revived, because sometimes it can look really dry. But I really, oh hold on, my lash, I really like the way it looks on my skin. So the foundation is a plus for me. I really recommend it. I don't feel like it has oxidized on me that much. It did oxidize, but not as much, so I really like it. I give it a 10 out of 10, which is pretty surprising because I don't like foundations right off the bat. I feel like it takes me a while to like a foundation, but this foundation was a total plus for me. I really liked it. I liked the coverage, the finish, and I like that it doesn't have a strong scent to it, so that's a plus. So for the Killawatt palette, I really like the Chic Phreak shade from it. I didn't really use the Girl Next Door. I feel like it was too iridescent for me, a little too vibrant for what I was going for. I was really going for that glowy look, and I think the Chic Phreak made me achieve that look, and I really like the way it looks on my skin. It looks so glowy, so pretty, so natural and wearable, and the color is spot on for my skin tone. So if you're around my skin tone, this palette will definitely work in your favor. I did go ahead and apply some lashes and like tie the whole look in together. I used the Huda Beauty Jade lashes today, which are one of my favorites. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's my first review on the new Fenty foundation and the Killawatt palette duo. I really hope to have similar videos like this up on my channel. Right now, being a college student and working, it's been really hard to finding time to film, but if you guys have any further recommendations, suggestions on what I should review next, let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. And follow me on Instagram. The link will be down below. I really appreciate the support. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you learned something from the products I reviewed. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next one.